Why is it so hard for churches to address this pornography issue?
I think it's hard for churches to address this issue, and I'm going to say something really blunt, okay? I think it's hard for churches to address this issue because it just seems ugly. It's you know, you don't want to do a sermon series on this. It's not warm and fuzzy. It won't keep the big givers coming back and enthusiastically contributing to the ministry. Problem with that is, though, this is a huge issue. It's huge. A majority of Christian men struggle with this, up to maybe a third of Christian women. And I can tell you that if we found out for some strange reason that evangelicals, you know, contracted cancer 2/3 more than anybody else, but the pastor never mentions cancer, never talks about cancer prevention or cancer treatment or screen yourself for cancer. That subject is never brought up. That man is failing his church. Whatever is so scary about him talking about that, he is hurting his people. It's a type of malpractice. And that's exactly what we have in the body of Christ today. Pastors who, they love their people, they're men of goodness and integrity, but they don't understand the danger that we're in. I often think of Winston Churchill. He's one of my heroes. And when Germany was attacking Britain, he was basically telling the rest of the world, we have to get into this. We have to enter this fray. And other people were saying, no, we don't want to do that. Hitler's a crazy man. We don't want to, you know, instigate things more. But he said, if they defeat us, they're going to defeat the rest of you. And so you may not want to come over here. We're fighting with sticks and rocks and bottles if we have to. But make no mistake, if they take us down, you're going down after. And thankfully, some people listened to Churchill. And that's when the Allies entered the conflict and they were able to turn the tide of the war. This sexual issue is not just another issue that Christians deal with or pastors, you know, have to be troubled by. It ties into human sexuality and our relational abilities and how we are intimate, both with God, self, and others. And if that's broken, if that's disordered, if it's disfigured, and pastors are not at least touching on that in a yearly series at the very least, they're not preaching the full gospel.